το τοπίο. Λέγω εγώ αυτό, πρέπει να το
Μετέβηνε στον Οβολοστάτη.
Talking in circles may work on... Cassandra! I knew you'd change your mind after turning me down. Unfortunately, love must wait a little longer.
Whatever you say.
I hate to cut our conversation short, Socrates, but I believe you've talked enough for the both of us. We must find another use for that mouth of yours.
Speak to him long enough, and you may find the smallest hint of knowledge veiled deep behind his enthusiastic advances.
A compliment and an insult in the same sentence. He truly is gifted. You've arrived at the perfect time. I have a friend named Sophanes who wants to become an Athenian citizen, but he needs a bit of help. Your help.
I can't wait to hear why it's my help he needs.
Any Mystios would do, really, but you're my favorite. All you need to do is sign my friend's name on a little list.
There has to be a reason Sophanes can't sign the list himself.
Well, he would, but he isn't nearly as able as you are.
Meaning?
Meaning, you have skills he doesn't possess. He'd fail if he tried on his own.
Why Athens? Surely he's a citizen somewhere else already.
Everyone wants to be an Athenian citizen, even if they don't say so. Sophanes has a mind for politics, but can only participate as a citizen.
I didn't realize you had a list of mercenaries you favor. And I'm at the top?
Of course you are. Although, if you ask nicely, I would happily let you be on the bottom.
This sounds simple. Now tell me why it isn't.
There's this small matter that you'll have to enter the Metroon, where you're not allowed, and forge his name well enough, of course.
So he's trying to become a citizen illegally. You should have led with that.
I'll try to remember that the next time. The building you're looking for is near the Agora. Be safe.
I don't speak in circles, or any other shape. You answered one of my questions, and that brought another to mind.
And another. Ooh, and another.
There. His name's been signed. Time to get back to Alcibiades.
Η τραγωδία κινείται μεταξύ τριών βαγόνων. Εκπαρούμε του ελαίου σου.
My favorite Misthios returns.
Sophanis' name is on the list, but it came at a price.
I see. Well, sometimes blood must be shed. You were the right Misthios for the job. Now that you forged my friend's name on the citizens list, there's one more thing that needs to be done.
If you told me this needed to be done before, I could have taken care of it already.
Maybe, but this way I get to see you more often.
Just tell me what you need.
Unfortunately, getting Sophanis' name on the list doesn't make him a citizen. He also needs a witness who can validate his citizenship.
So you want me to be the witness?
If only it were that easy. No, there's someone I have in mind. An extremely handsome man by the name of Peros.
I'll find your handsome witness.
Perfect! I knew you'd be willing to help.
There must be a good reason we can't be witnesses.
Of course. The witness must be an Athenian citizen, but it can't be a friend. Be careful with Peros, though. It's easy to lose oneself in his gaze.
If there's more after this, I want to know now.
Of course, this should be the last thing.
Should?
I mean is.
Time to find Peros.
He's often around the Justice Building on the east side of the Agora.
And I just ask him to help?
Peros needs to say that the parents of Sophanis were both Athenian. How you get him to do it is up to you.
The witness. There you are.
Μαλάκα, απίστευτος είναι.
That's the guy Alcibiades called handsome? Can't say I...
You tell Theon I'm not giving him anymore. If he wants to talk to me, he can come himself.
I'm not here about debts.
Well, what do you want then?
There's something I need your help with. Well, you'd actually be helping someone else.
That someone sent you tells me it's something I'd be better off avoiding.
You just need to validate a man's citizenship. Alcibiades said it's an easy role for you to play.
Ah, Alcibiades. He's persistent. And who is this man I meant to help?
His name is Sophanes.
Sophanis. I know that name well. I won't help you though, not for him.
I don't know him. Why don't you want to help?
True Mystios never get all the information up front. Sophanis betrayed his men for Drachmi. He deserves death, not citizenship. Ah, look, it isn't your fault. You didn't know, but now you do.
Sounds like Theon may be sending someone to collect from you. Wouldn't it be nice to have the drachmi you need?
Fine. I'll do what you want.
Η τραγωδία κινείται μεταξύ τριών βαθμών. Πού έχω τόσα αυτά.
You've returned!
Socrates too, it seems.
Much like you, he just can't seem to stay away. I hope there were no issues.
Yes, he just needed a little push.
Ah, I was worried about that. Well, you did the right thing.
You kept information from me. Information that would have been nice to know.
I believe people like Sophanis deserve second chances. I didn't think what he did mattered to you.
Next time, let me decide what matters to me.
Understood. I should give Sophanis the news.
Do not bad citizens do harm to their neighbors and good citizens good? Is it possible to tell if someone will be good or bad without first giving them a chance?
person isn't the same forever. Someone bad can become good.
But is the inverse not also true? Someone considered good can then become bad? How can we predict someone's actions now, let alone in the future?
We can't. One thing I've learned is people are unpredictable. It's what makes my job so hard sometimes.
If what you say is true, we can either hope we are right and that people will be good, or limit risk by not giving people like Sofanis a chance. I wonder then if bad actions can reverse good or good actions can reverse bad. Perhaps we can speak on that another time.
Thank the gods. You left a message on the board. What's the matter?
There's another merchant who's begun selling to many of the same towns I do, undercutting me with inferior product. His wines are like oil. His olive oil is like tar.
If it was your route first, then that's the same as stealing from you.
He needs a message delivered to him. Him and his pitiful wares. Delivered by one like you. Maybe he'll back off before I have to take more drastic measures, huh?
You need me to deal with him.
That's exactly it. Will you do it?
All right, I'm in.
I owe you, friend.
Here.
Εγώ. Στην
You looking for trouble?
Has he been dealt with, Misthios?
He won't be bothering anyone anymore.
You do good work. Now, here's your reward.
Happy to help.
Ανιόμενη έχει την αυτήν αίρεση.
Πού έχω το σάπτακι?
I call that impression the lapdog. I wonder how many scraps Hermippos has gone too far, Socrates. Pericles gave everything to Athens. Yet, we must still hear of Cleon's greatness.
Aristophanes, have you not done seemly things to Hermippos?
How dare you compare me to that man? His plays are a nuisance. Something I could come up with in an afternoon, and a drunken one at that. Mine are for a clever audience.
The same audience you judge. Should it not be clever enough?
Careful, Socrates, else I make you a character in one of my plays. Do you agree with Socrates that Hermippos should say what he wants?
This may be the first time I've seen Socrates listen more than he speaks.
Remember it well. You may not see it ever again.
I prefer to think before I speak, and now, having thought, I shall. Tell me, just as I am allowed to say what I wish, should not all be allowed to do the same?
Of course not. And there's much you've said that I'd say you shouldn't have, Socrates.
What if I say offends one, but is loved by another? Should I say nothing in fear of what people may think?
That would be nice, yes.
If you have such an issue with Hermippos, why not do something about it yourself?
I'd like to, but I haven't been able to find him. Maybe you'd have better luck.
It can't be that hard to find Hermippos.
That's what I thought as well. Maybe he's afraid I'll find him.
Once Hermippos is in front of you, what are you going to say?
I'm not entirely sure yet, but I promise you, it will be a grand spectacle.
It almost sounds like you're jealous of Hermippos.
Ha! Me? Envious of him? Making someone sad is easy, but making someone laugh takes true skill and talent.
Wherever Hermippos is, I'll find him.
I hope you do. His residence would be a good place to start.
look like Hermipos is here. I should take a look around. This is a lot of money for someone like Hermipos. Explains his residence, at least. Looks like Cleon made notes for Hermipos on his play. Everyone's a writer. A mask from the cult of Cosmos. Hermipos must be a member.
What is it?
I couldn't find Hermipos, but I did find out something about him. He's a member of the cult of Cosmos.
Then it's no wonder he attached himself so closely to Cleon. Discrediting Pericles and his beliefs in Athens would benefit Hermipos and the cult, I'd imagine.
Hermipos is definitely a problem.
Do you still believe he should say what he wants, Socrates?
I know not what I think, nor what I know.
Ah, yes, you deserve a play of your own.
What is a leader if he hides behind the walls he built himself? Send me fire, storm, or sickness, but bring me justice for my city.
Έναν εξάδελφο και έχω ως τη σωρεσίδιος είναι. Λέγει ούτως ότι η συμμορία την περί... Σκευοφύλαξ, εννοείς και τους οίκους που δεν κατασκευαίνουν.
Ο ουρανός διήνεος. Ο ουρανός
Φύγε φόρο, προήρυκα στο πατρίς του.
Hey!
I've been looking for you. I saw your message. What's happened?
Those cursed sailors let my crate of wares fall into the sea. I was waiting all week for my delivery.
Your crate might still be nearby.
I can't swim out to look for it. I'm afraid of sharks.
So I should kill all the sharks.
Yes, all of them must be gutted. Do you accept?
I'll help you.
By the gods, thank you, Misthios.
You can leave everything to me.
Τι νήτρο που αποδράσω!
Έχει πολύ κοσμήματα στην αγορά.
Μεγαλείων ίσως δια τη γυναίκα. Τι έλεον Σμύρνας ίσως. Σμύρνας έλεον πιστεύω ότι ικανός δρυμίες. Φερμότερος και παρέμβασης. What? Where you're going?
Here, can I help you with anything?
I paid a commander to sneak some of my goods to buyers in the city without paying the agoranomi and their tariffs. Now that business is good, he's asking for a bigger cut.
I specialize in a different type of cut.
Now, that is the kind I have in mind. He extorted the wrong merchant friend. I will have what I've earned.
So you'd like me to take care of the Athenian commander?
I can't hide my desires. She must die.
I'll help you.
The fates are working in my favor.
I'll come back when I'm done.
Μόνον όταν βλέπω επαφή.
Παίξου την καινή μόρφωση.
Are you lost, Mistios? Turn away!
Έναν εξάδελφο. recognize this legend. Catch up! Come back here! I'll find you again! happened to them? You can't take much more.
Πάυσε.
You again? Have you killed him?
Your man is dead.
I'm a man of my word, so here's your reward.
I always finish what I've started.
Η διαφυγή με δεύτερη πατήτρο.
What can I do to serve the gods today, priestess?
There have been so many people coming to the temple since the plague. We have more offerings to the gods than we could ever hope to keep.
You don't seem happy about that.
The gods have enough. These offerings should go to those who need it most.
Why not give it away?
I do. And I need to get a delivery to a midwife today. But the soldiers are coming for my head because of my impiety.
I'm supposed to deliver it?
Yes, she must receive it, and soon.
I'll take care of it.
By Zeus, that's a relief.
Here, stranger. A priestess told me you'd want this.
Thank you, Misthios. Here, this is for you.
You left a note on the board. What's happened?
My play was a disaster, Mistios. The actor was drunk, the malacas. He ruined it.
What did he do?
What didn't he do? Stumbling around, slurring the lines he didn't forget. He even spewed vomit on the front row. I was a fool to think an idiot goat herd could be an actor. But I'll have my revenge.
And you want me to send him to the underworld?
Exactly. He must be gutted.
I'll help you. You have my word.
By Apollo, thank you.
Here.
Ως και έκυθα, ατεωρώνεις.
Σώζονε αυτόν σωθήτο!
Άνθρωπος που στρώσεται. Ποιος ο υπέτειος.
You again. Have you killed him?
Your man is dead.
The gods were smiling on me the day we met. Thank you. Please, for your trouble.
I always finish what I've started.
Γιατί ταύτα συμβαίνουσιν?
να τον εστί.
They were shooting from over there. Πάστε, από ξενίτης.
Γιατί του το βούληπι.
Shit! Arrows! Big cover! Need to find this archer.
Πάστε, σε ηγετεύω.
They're shooting at us! Cover!
καλή θέση του το εστί.
Here, friend. Anything a mercenary can do for you?
A merchant took everything from me. He was supposed to sell my barley and return with drachmi, but he kept it all. I couldn't afford to pay my share in the secession. Now I have nothing.
It is a great dishonor to be excluded from that feast. Every Spartan man is expected there.
I know. For not taking part, I'm no longer recognized as a Spartan. I could try to grab a little food or drachmi from that merchant's boat if something happened to it. Or to him.
You want me to run my blade through his skull?
He must be struck down with all your strength.
I'll handle this.
It's time someone showed me mercy.
Leave it to me.
You again. Have you killed him?
Your man is dead.
Thank you, Misthios. Take this. It's yours.
Thank you.
Ουκεύνο, τη δίπρατη.
That's a nice horse, Socrates.
It's a very nice horse. A sturdy horse. It's also a stolen horse.
It looks like I'll have to report you, Socrates. It's what a good citizen would do, right?
Oh, very good. Although a bit preemptive without all the details, wouldn't you say?
It was a joke.
The real question is whether there is truth behind the joke, or if one's mind can be changed once the whole story is revealed.
What story is that?
There is a man nearby who is responsible for stealing the horse. I've been contemplating the proper course of action, but I'd like to know what you think is right.
And how should I make my decision?
Your thoughts are your own, but speaking to the thief himself may help you decide. Can such a crime be justified? It's an interesting thought.
Where's the thief now?
I told him to wait by the stables southwest of here.
If you caught him stealing a horse, what's to say he won't just run away?
The hope of keeping the horse. That's where you come in. I'll let him tell you the rest.
that look like?
That's the thief. You won't escape.
Are you the one who stole the horse? Socrates said I should talk to you.
Bad enough being caught, but to have a Misthios judge me...
Better than an Athenian guard. Anything to say?
The man I stole it from won't even miss it. He has plenty of others, while my only horse died last week. If I had the drachmi to buy a new one, I would have.
Did you steal the horse to use it, or sell it?
I have a family to feed, and this horse will help me on the farm. Plus, I have no other way of traveling right now.
There's no other option?
Not that I could think of. Trust me, I feel shame for what I did.
Any reason you picked this specific horse?
It was the easiest one to take. Other than that, not really. Though, I did make sure it wasn't his best horse.
A courteous thief.
I didn't steal it for fun. I did it because I had no other choice.
I have enough information to make a decision.
I hope you can understand. Wouldn't you do the same if it was your family?
Have you decided what should be done?
If he needs the horse more than the man he stole it from, let him keep it. It'll do him more good.
So, determining whether a crime deserves a consequence or reward is dependent on the reasons behind it? An intriguing thought, although I can see how dangerous such thinking might be.
The real question is whether my decision matters at all, or if this was just another test to see what I would do.
There is a good chance it is both, but an equally good chance it is neither.
Now you're not making sense on purpose.
Let me ask you one more thing. If one man kills another in order to save many, can his actions be considered just? Or should the man be punished?
If the action was for a good reason, then he is in the right.
So, in times like these, people like us get to determine the law. Many would believe a murder still deserves consequence.
The people whose lives were saved would disagree.
Then perhaps making choices that affect the most people for good is a correct path. Wouldn't you agree?
Are we done yet? I can't stay here all day.
Of course you can't. It's a luxury few can afford. Even those with the time for it often lack the mental capacity for such things.
Okay.